Speaking of 95, how much has the course changed, if at all, since you won back then? Obviously, Lee just said that you can't really add much more yardage now. Was it a lot shorter back then, or obviously to keep up with modern equipment and stuff like that? Has it changed over the last almost 20 years?
Just on a few holes, two, they kind of added a little tee box. 14, they added one, but that's 60 yards longer than when I won. And then 17,
What did you win with?
6 under.
Yeah, I thought 5 or 6. So
Yeah. But I think 17, they added about 40 yards of that one. But they added, and then 8, they just added 8. I know it's only 15 yards longer, but it made a big difference when the wind blows. So the few tee boxes they added, it made a big difference from, 14. I mean, I used to be able to carry it down to where the little, with the AstroTurf on it, had just 208 or whatever to the front. That's where I used to hit it. Now I can't even get it through the rough on the left side. So, but they've added enough, but they can't add any more. Like Lee said, there's nowhere else they've ran out of room.
I think it's important to stress that any links golf courses like this is not just St Andrews. They're very weather dependent. If there's no, they're built on the side of the sea, so they're expecting harsh conditions. But Birkdale's one of the hardest links courses you're ever going to play. Yeah. And that's where the lowest round ever on an Open Championship's been shot. Brandon Gray shot 62 around there. So if the conditions, suit, then the lads are so good now they will tear up anywhere. It's not just St Andrews.
You think Birkdale's harder than Carnoustie when the wind's howling?
No, maybe not.
Carnoustie's the hardest course I've ever played in my life when the wind blows. That place is beautiful. I love it, but it's hard.
I've forgotten about Carnoustie. I try and block that out of my mind.
Yeah.
So, John, I'm going to ask you to cast your mind back to 1995. You just won the Open at St Andrews. Your hands are on the claret jug. What goes through your mind in a moment like that when someone bursts out the crowd, stark bollock naked, with 19th hole and a big arrow pointing down their backside, running straight at you?
Well, I heard he was a cop. Yeah, I found out he was a cop, and he bet 100 pounds. There's 90 people in his precinct, and he won 9,000 pounds. They didn't even arrest him. He went back to the precinct, stayed naked, and drank with them. So, but it's a little embarrassing. I mean, I sign a lot of stuff, but that's one picture I won't sign. A lot of people want me to sign. I'm not signing the guy's ass. I'm sorry. So we did come up with an idea on Chive. I got a wonderful company called Chive. They're doing great with my T-shirts, and they came out with one. They were going to put him on the back. I said, no. So there's these 2 girls that was doing the commercial. That blonde's got a fine ass. Let me sign her ass, take a picture of it. We're going to put her ass at the 19th hole on her back, and we're selling bukus of them.
There you go. Every cloud has a silver lining.